There was 1,400 odd votes between first and third. This is a genuine three-horse race. That's a different dynamic than we've ever seen, Scottish devolved politics particularly. I can't remember three parties being because you have some in the borders like that at times to time, but they're the rarity, not the norm. And so that has changed the dynamic quite somewhat. And the fact that Reform are covering such a low base will have all parties thinking about how they move forward, not just the SNP, which should have done a big debrief. I think my big takeaway from last week that I've been thinking about is I've seen some contributions from SNP MPs in the press, I think from Pete Wishart and Stephen Gethin, saying, well, John was absolutely right to go on reform, and that was the right thing to call it out and all the rest of it. And I just have to say this, calling out what you see as reform's deficiencies and putting them front and centre of your by-election campaign are two different things. The SNP started the by-election, and we talked about it on this podcast actually, with a very simple message on the winter fuel payment, which at that point had not yet been addressed by the UK government. And the message was Labour took this away, the SNP reinstored it. Now, by-elections are fought many times because there's a short period of time on single-issue campaigns or maybe two-issue campaigns. And that was a great gift for the SNP to campaign on. And then somewhere during the campaign, they chose to pivot to reform, thinking that would benefit them. It was too much stick and not enough carrot. And I just ask you to think about this logically. If you're a swithering voter in Hamilton and you've got the Labour Party saying the SNP have failed us massively over X, Y, and Z, and you've got the SNP saying, beware of reform. Don't be surprised if you're in the middle of the round going, okay, I'm a wee bit wary of reform. And Labour are saying the SNP are rubbish, so I'll just vote Labour. And I just feel that there was not enough carrot and too much stick. You need to give people a reason to vote for you, not just against something. I firmly believe that in politics, and I think that's fundamentally where they got it wrong. You mentioned the Andrew Learmonth piece saying that there was, 25 people in the SNP. It doesn't make it clear if there was MPs and MSPs in that group. Maybe there'll be more information coming out. They should get a grip of themselves. Look at what happened to the Conservatives who've just been ousted. They went from Prime Minister to Prime Minister, all these hidden backroom discussions about how they could oust the next leader and all the rest of it. Look what's happened to Labour in the past as well. Get a grip. They're still at the ballgame, okay? It was a three-way by-election result that Labour, congratulations to them, won. They're still at the game. Yes, John needs to be more bold. Yes, there needs to be more conviction. Yes, he needs to stop trying to appease all parts of his party and move forward as if he's going to lose the next election, because that changes your mindset altogether. If we think we're going to lose, all bets are off. Go for it. That's my takeaways from the by-election last week.